Where you going?
We were talking about going to the Ram.
Oh, yeah.
Or McMiniman's Fund Treasury if it's open.
That's great.
You're certainly invited.
We're juggling so many different things today.
I understand.
But thank you. You're the highlight of the day, but we're juggling a lot of things today. So what I figured I'd do is talk for about an hour, and everybody's going to really enjoy it.
Talk for an hour?
He thinks I'm serious.
Well, wake me up when you're done.
Did you see how stricken he was?
The medal? Yeah.
He's so stricken. No, what we're going to do is I'm going to talk about 3-4 minutes maximum. And then I think, John, everybody'd love to hear a word or two from you. I don't have to give a big, long speech. I bet you John Taggart Jr. would like to hear a word or two from from Senior.
I haven't heard any of it yet.
You all right with that? Maybe,
yeah.
you know, under 2 hours or
Can
something?
I tell a story on you?
Oh, my God. Oh.
The first time we crossed trails, you were at the Red Lion in Portland. This is a lot of years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm relatively sure you were a congressman then.
Yes. And what were we doing? Because I knew
It's
we
a convention, and you were the guest speaker. So you came
and
out.
you were booing, and Ron
No,
Wyden's a
no.
jerk.
No, it was like, we don't know who this guy was. We came over from Montana, you know.
Yeah.
So you came out and you introduced yourself and you said, you know, I'm a congressman. My name is Ron Wyden, and I thought I was a relatively important guy until a few minutes ago. I had to use the men's room, and as I was drying my hands, I noticed there was a sign above the button that said, push this button for a message from your congressman.
It is all true. Let it be recorded from history that it was ever thus at the Red Lion. That you have a
You
good.
remember that?
I vividly. Are you kidding me? I remember that. So, how long you lived in Oregon after those years in Montana?
Moved into Amsville in '06, January of '06.
Yeah.
My good friend up in Taggart called me up in Montana prior to that. And he says, Taggart, he says, are you terminally dumb or what? And I says, what are you talking about? And he says, well, all your kids live in Washington. Are you going to plow snow in Montana for the rest of your life? and so we started looking.
So then there was like a family meeting, like a hearing with witnesses and stuff, and you had a big debate, and everybody got subpoenaed, and decision was made to come to Oregon.
There you go.
All right. So you got family in
Maple Valley.
Maple Valley. How far are we away from Maple Valley so we have John Jr. properly placed on the planet?
225.
2 hours and 25 minutes?
225.
225 miles. 3.5 hours. All right.
She moved out of Eastern Washington. She's in Los Alamos, New Mexico.
Great. So you flew in
I did.
for the event.
Yep.
Wonderful.
And there'd be another daughter here, but
Right. I had a great granddaughter born yesterday
in Snoqualmie.
in Snoqualmie.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
So the Taggart dynasty just keeps expanding and expanding.
right,
Oh yeah.
right.
Wonderful. All right. I'll expect to hear the stories from the lunch, whether it's McMiniman's or the Ram or wherever you're going.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, let's get on with the formal part of the program
Oh, okay.
here. John, you come on up here.
Where do you want me?
Right here.
Right here?
If I've got John up here, what my mama would say after basketball games is, dear, you are running with the right crowd if you are with John. Now, sometimes the history books label the Korean War as the forgotten war. Let's make it real clear today, John Taggart isn't being forgotten by me or by countless Oregonians who are very grateful for his distinguished service. And it's certainly not forgotten by Amsville or by all of the folks that you've met along the way,
Right.
whether it's Montana or Washington or Oregon. And we've got loved ones here gathered in this beautiful park at the Korean War Memorial. So on this Independence Day, John, it is as fitting as fried chicken and apple pie on the 4th to have a chance to honor a veteran like you who sacrificed so much to defend democracy. And history teaches that liberty is hard-earned. Our families have a long history of always pitching in to help our country. For example, in World War II, my dad, who had recently fled the Nazis, and not all his family got out, first thing he wanted to do was join our army so he could write the propaganda pamphlets that our soldiers dropped on Hitler's troops, telling them it was hopeless and they had to give up, and Hitler didn't give a whit about them and they were going to freeze in the snow. So I bring this up only by way of saying different war.
Yeah.
World War II. Today we honor John for his sacrifices in the Korean conflict. But make no mistake about it, there is a common thread where our wonderful soldiers are willing to make individual sacrifices, just like John, so that we can come together on this special day and celebrate everything that our country stands for. So, John, you know we're not forgetting. That's what today is all about. And I just want to make it clear that this is a great honor to be able to give you this medal. You've got to get it out of the box to recognize your extraordinary service.
Wow. Thank you.
A great patriot, John Taggart. John, richly earned.
Wow.
I know we'd love to hear from you.
Wow.
Oh, you have a box too.
I do. Well, I will, I'll be wearing this and taking this home. For all the guys who were with me, right there in the snow. And, wow, thanks for remembering. This is really great, and thanks for being here. Terrific. Thank you.
Thanks for standing for everything our country is all about.
That was my job.
God bless.
All right. Thanks again.